Okay. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm glad it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything planned for the weekend?
Me too.
Driving your race car?
Yes. Sim racing, probably.
Sim racing?
Yep.
Yes.
A lot of that happening.
That's good.
So, have you ever used email?
Email, yes. I use it, unfortunately, every day.
Is that a pretty common way of communicating in this day and age?
Yes. That and text messaging, yes.
What is a phishing email?
What is a phishing email? So, phishing email is kind of a play on words, right? So, phishing and what you're talking about is spelled Phishing, right? Phishing compared to phishing, which, with a fishing pole, so on and so forth.
It's a very similar situation.
But it is a play on words because it's just that. Just like when you're fishing for fish, you cast out a line, which in the technology world for phishing would be the email, right?
That is the line.
The line. You're sending out a bunch of lines, a bunch of emails
right.
out into the world to see if anybody will bite on what your email says. So that's kind of the phishing term, but really what a phishing email is just that. Someone out there has got an email list, whether they have bought that list or they have hacked into someone and they are looking at their contact list, but they have your email and they send you an email that might say something, in the subject of, following up, or, they even can put the little, RE colon, so it looks like that you already sent them an email and they're replying to something.
Yep.
So, but then within the email, it might say something, hey, here's the file that you've been waiting for, and they want you to click on something or download something or go to a malicious website so that they can grab your personal information.
And they're very hoping that you're busy.
Very hoping that you're busy. So
and you're like, I already have a conversation with this person.
Right.
Let me see what Fred is up to. Boom. Right.
So they click on the email, and then 9 out of 10 times it's going to ask for a username and password, whether it's your Dropbox username and password or your Office 365 username and password.
Right.
As soon as you put that in there, then they've got you.
Yep.
Right. So that's the phishing email part. They want your information. So how do you defend against that? Right. There's, I would say, probably 3 or 4 main key points that I would recommend to help prevent you getting phished attack, right? So one is being very diligent about not being too busy and just clicking on stuff.
So be aware.
Be aware. Take the time to really look at the email so that okay, well, I didn't email Bob. Why is he, this doesn't look right. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Another one is if there is a link within an email, you can hover over take your mouse with your mouse and hover over the link.
Sure.
And then below that will actually display,
like in the bottom left hand of your browser.
It will display where that link is going to. Even though the link in the body of the message might say Office 365 or something that looks very valid, if you hover over it, it might be going to a site in China or Russia or wherever. So that's a good way to kind of...
So the link itself, if it's a Microsoft email, should have Microsoft in the link somewhere, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
So that's a good way. Another one is that you can definitely pay attention to the body of the message. If you get something from, a colleague and you get something from them all the time.
Right.
Look at the grammar of the message. A lot of times there's broken English or the sentences just don't add up of, how they're asking you for something.
Right.
So that's a very good key to say, that doesn't look right at all. And then really probably the last thing is verification. If everything looks, that looks good, the grammar looks good, I get emails from this person all the time, I'm still not sure why he's sending me this file, verify.
Reach out to that person.
And really the best way to do that is by picking up the phone and calling them, because a lot of times if that person had been hacked and the hacker might be in their email.
Right.
So if you just reply to that email, 9 out of 10 times the hacker is going to reply back saying, oh yeah, hi Bob, how are you?
Why wouldn't they, right?
Right. So they're watching the email. So we got to go back to verification by phone, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's, very quick and easy, what phishing is. A couple of facts on how to protect yourself. But we have a great blog article on this as well. It has a lot more detail. There's actually an ebook that we have.
The link's going to be in the description on the YouTube feed there.
Great. So,
can I add something?
Sure.
So you were talking about having your email on a list and that kind of a thing. Being a web person myself, somebody who builds websites, I always tell clients, don't ever put your live email address on your website. You're just asking for somebody to put you on a list, frankly.
Correct.
And to email you. I just wanted to add that too.
Yeah, and that brings up a good point. We tell our clients, everybody is a part of an association or, an alumni or something like that. I would recommend that you utilize 2 separate emails for that. Maybe a personal email.
Good idea.
For associations, because those associations sometimes sell your email, or your email gets out. And if you can safeguard your business email for those important business items, but all the newsletters, all the associations, sign up with a personal email. That way you don't have to worry about it getting out there as much.
Man, that's some good stuff, yeah. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
So if you guys want to know more about this stuff, subscribe to our channel because we're going to have a lot more of these tech tips and just trying to help people with technology and that kind of thing, or like our video to tell us.
Like us below.
So
thank you.
Till next time. Bye, guys.